Warning. The following program contains strong language and subject matter which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this program is intended for mature audiences only.
Well, hello there, you beautiful people. Welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the interactive vodcast where we talk about all things drag and some things that aren't. Who knows? We're really just here to have a good time. We have an amazing episode planned for you this evening. We are celebrating the teasers for Camp Wannakiki season 4. You can notice I'm wearing my Camp Wannakiki really a bootleg version of their official merch because I literally whipped this together. Actually, I didn't even do it. My husband did it like 20 minutes ago. Anyway, moving on. But we have one of the cast members from season 4, one of our dear sisters, POLA FROST, is joining us here this evening. Super excited to pick her brain about the experience of Camp Wannakiki. I am also joined by the incredible Amethyst Diamond, who literally just got back from Rehoboth Beach, so we are going to be picking her brain tonight as well. But we're going to dive into a little bit of who, what, and where. Who am I? My name this evening is Jade Sugar Baker Kinsey Frost, because after I got my makeup and everything on, I realized I look like a wonderful mashup of myself, POLA FROST, Winnie from the Kinsey Six, and the Sugar Baker twins from Camp Wannakiki. So sure, let's go with that. Usually I'm known as Jade DeVere. I am a drag artist based out of Central PA. I love the art of drag, and it's what keeps me going. What am I wearing? I am wearing a lot. I'm wearing a beautiful jewelry set from Rocks by Cox. The necklace I actually ordered from Amazon. I was going to do a Ruth Bader Ginsburg cosplay right before she passed, and I thought the time was not right to do that. My spectacles, I believe I also got from Amazon. My hair, I got from the incredible Ariana Autumn. She did this hair years ago. I saw it and I was like, I don't usually do blue, but I want that one. And the shirt is literally, we're repping Camp Wannakiki tonight. I am going to get the official shirt from their merch store. This is not it. This is literally an iron-on that is already peeling off. But celebrate Camp Wannakiki. Where can you find me? Well, you can find me every Wednesday night right here on Inside the Drag Closet on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can also find me at the Boomerang Brunch at the Harrisburg Comedy Zone. Wonderful new show that we just started doing with myself and Amethyst. This month we've got performances by Krishnara Sparks Diamond, Tsunami, and Poison. We also have Divas Down Under coming up, our awesome August drag show, the first Friday of the month, with Poison, Katarina Couture, the legendary Christina Kelly, the amazing Candy Fuentes, who has been on the show before, myself, Amethyst, and POLA FROST. All three of us are on the show this evening. Convenient. Speaking of people on the show this evening, why don't we talk to one of those wonderful people, one of my best friends, in the entire world. Let's welcome back to Inside the Drag Closet, the incredible Amethyst Diamond. Come on, do the thing. There we go. Hey!
Do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing.
What's up, sir?
What's up, bro?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, sister?
Not much. How are you doing, beautiful?
Girl, I'm alive. Let's just go with that. I'm alive.
You have had a week. You were in quite the car accident.
Yeah.
But how are you feeling?
Everything's fine.
Everything.
Everything's fine.
Was that hairspray? Okay. She's fine. Everything's fine. Oh my God. Why don't you give the kids a little who, what, where about you?
Oh God. I don't even think I have all the answers to those questions, Jade. My God, who am
Go
I?
for it.
Yeah, it should say somewhere on the screen who I am. I'm kidding. It's me. It's Amethyst. Everything's fine. Um, so what am I wearing? I'm wearing a hat from Express, and I got this nice tank top in Rehoboth Beach. I forget the name of the store, but it's nice. I'm wearing shorts from Walmart and flip-flops, so I'm very comfortable. My rocks are not by Cox. I think I got these in Rehoboth too. I don't know. But yeah, everything's fine. You can find me here and there and everywhere. You can find me on Facebook, and you can find me on Instagram under amethyst_diamond1.
And I understand they can find you in Rehoboth this Friday.
Oh my God, I just got back.
I know. I didn't realize you and I were in the show together on Friday.
Where are we Friday?
Blue Moon.
Oh, you're in. That's right, you are in that one.
I am in that one.
That's not your debut.
It is my debut at Blue Moon.
Score. That's awesome.
Huge shout out to
good.
Magnolia Applebottom, who gave the recommendation. Very excited. Roxy Overbrook reached out to me, and I'll be making my debut at the Blue Moon this Friday.
Well, that's freaking awesome. I love that. Yeah, I'll be there Friday. I have Hagerstown Pride on Saturday with Coco Montrese and Angina from the Drag Race. And I have, where am I Sunday? Sunday, I'm at Union Jacks in Columbia, Maryland with Casey Florence and Victoria Ray Florence, myself, and Kedra Lattimore. That would be my first time at that venue for a cute little brunch at Union Jacks in Columbia, Maryland. The ticket information is pinned to the top of my Facebook page.
I've heard amazing things about Kedra Lattimore. I can't wait to meet her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She is larger than life and just a bubbly personality and quite talented. So, yeah. Yeah, she's fun. She's a lot of fun. She's crazy as hell, but she's fun.
I love one of the best things about being in the drag community is you hear about people, and then when you meet them, you're just like, I've heard nothing but good things about you.
Right.
Sometimes you don't hear good things about the person, and you're kind of like,
Right. Sometimes it's like, okay, everything I heard was apparently a lie.
Wanting to make you feel better.
Right. They were obviously covering up for things.
That's true. I've been there too. Well, girl, shall we talk to our special guest for this evening?
Yes. I'm all horny for her. Yes.
Ooh, I love it. Are those eye garbage?
I'm not sure. They're Nevaehs.
They're Nevaehs?
These are Nevaehs, Levixens.
Yeah. They have a very eye garbage feel about them. They might not be, but they're cute.
They're super cute. Yeah, she cannot go to any show and not leave something behind that I don't pick up for her and give to her 3 months later. So, yeah.
That's valid.
Score.
Alrighty. Everybody, let's get ready to introduce our special guest for the evening. She has been a good friend of ours for numerous years now, and her star is blowing up right now, and that is not a euphemism for butt sex. I said it, and I couldn't stop it. All right, everybody. Oh, that's what tonight's going to be. Get ready, everyone. Let's welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the incredible POLA FROST.
Oh, hi, everyone. How you doing? How you doing? It's so good to see you.
Look at
Can we call you Crash?
Right.
Say what now?
You look like Hollywood, honey. You just look like money.
Oh.
You look like famous.
Oh, you're so stupid. I love you.
Yeah.
I'm famous
like
adjacent.
You're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully. You never know.
You never know.
Well, POLA, why don't you give the people watching at home a little who, what, where about you?
Yeah.
Who, what, where? So I'm POLA FROST. I'm Miss Big, Blue, and Beautiful. And I am star of Camp Wannakiki Season 4. You can find it on Out TV at your local service provider. It'll start in September. who am I? I'm a performer in Pennsylvania, somewhere in Pennsylvania, as the sugar bakers like to say. And I'm a campy, fabulous, gorgeous glamour queen. And I like to have a good time. And you can find me at Divas Down Under every first Friday of the month with Jade and Amethyst. Yeah! What else? What else? Oh, what am I wearing? So this is what we call our DDF, or daily drag face. So this is what the main costume that you'll see me in throughout most of the show until we do our talent shows. So I made it. We had to create looks, and we had to take 2 of everything. And in case, you know, you got like thrown in the mud or something and it got destroyed. So it had to be a look that was very easy. So I thought, no big hair, honey. I'm going to give you a little bus driver. And you know, my traditional glitter brow, I had to make sure she was there. So we have her attached to our glasses because I knew I wasn't going to have time to draw them on every day or sweat them off.
You are so smart. You are so creative, girl.
That's
thank you, sweetie. Thanks.
So very creative. And both of your boobs are very big tonight. And by both of them, I mean all 4 of your boobs are very.
These are the ones I was born with. These.
Even Jade's busty tonight. What's going on?
I don't. These are my normal boobs. It's
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see the Wannakiki.
Do you know what it is? It's there. You're not used to seeing him in a t-shirt. That was the hardest thing, to create a look around a t-shirt. I was like, oh, that's going to be interesting, right? But you know, you got to make sure that your belt's right there so it shows them off real good.
That's so true.
That's sexy.
It's true.
It's sexy.
So, Amethyst, you got any fun questions for Pola?
I don't know. I've known the bitch forever. You know what I mean? I've known her for eons now.
Why don't we talk about the night that we first met Pola? Because we were judging her in a pageant.
But that couldn't have been the night we first met Pola.
Sure.
No way. No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're joking.
I only knew of you because of Monique Summers. And I was like, oh, she always talks about Amethyst Diamond. She's fabulous. I know that. And I had heard of Jade, but I didn't ever meet you guys before that night.
So we only met, when was that? 2012? No. 15.
I think it was.
Yes. 14? 15?
That's all the long.
We'll go with that. We'll go with 15. Yeah.
That's so weird. I mean, for me, I know why it seems like longer than that, because Pola and I share a birthday. So
we do.
We do. We were born on the same day. So I feel as though I know who you are. So
100. 100%.
Yeah. So wow, that's surprising to know that we've only known each other since then. Wow. Well, it's been a fun ride. It's been a lot of fun.
And so much more to come. I love it.
I mean, I don't know. We are talking about Camp Wannakiki, so I don't know how much you can say and what you can't say. So I guess answer if you can.
Yeah.
Oh, I had like 4 questions lined up too. Were you scared at all? Like, were you far away from home?
Yes. So they tape it at a very secret location. We were in, where were we? It was near Lake Geneva. At a campground. We were actually camping. And yeah, it was pretty far. It was pretty far away. I drove because I was like, the stuff I want to take is not going to fit in the suitcases allotted. And I was not mailing my shit. So I was like, I'm going to drive. And it took about 2 days to get there. Yeah. I wasn't scared so much as I was worried that there was going to be someone on the cast that was evil. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I've done so much outdoor activities in life, just in general. I was a Boy Scout for years, and, you know, I love camping and all that garbage to begin with. So I was just worried that there was going to be someone that was going to clash, you know?
Right.
Because that would make everything horrible.
Because, I mean, you had to go by yourself, right? Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the furthest I've ever driven by myself. So that was a little weird, but it was all major highways and stuff, so. Yeah.
Were you going for a long period of time? Was it like a couple months or a month?
It was, I want to say 14 days total.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah. Like around, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hell, I thought it was like, well, you know, the other show. I thought you were going for like
Right.
months.
Oh no. Yeah.
Well, even
Yeah.
the
They
thing with
do it on Oh,
Go
I'm sorry.
ahead.
What? No, I remember.
Well, I was gonna say, like, one of the behind the scenes things about like the other show we're talking about, obviously RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
They literally film it back to back, like every single day. But when they're doing their confessionals, they have to say next week or next time, even though it's tomorrow.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did have to do that a little bit because this show does air week to week. So, but it's happening day to day. So yeah. So so basically what a day would look like, we would get up in the morning, and call time would usually be between, if I'm not mistaken, like 8 and 10. So you could get up as early as you wanted and do whatever you wanted, but you needed to be in the DDF at the shot location by whatever time that was, 8, 9, 10. And
so you can
breakfast
get up and do
already.
whatever you want prior to 8 a.m.
Correct. Yeah. Your free time was your free time unless you were supposed to be shooting. And then we would do our shots and stuff. And then around 4 or 5, they would be like, okay, we're done with usually that was the day's activities that you'll see on the show. The fun, cool things we do out in the outdoors. And then we would have about 2 hours. And in that time, you could take a shower, have dinner, but you had to have your next look on for the talent show that night. And then we would be in that look until around midnight-ish, depending on what we needed to shoot. Some nights we would do campfires, which was awesome. But they were really long days, and they were all back-to-back. So, yeah.
Wow.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That sounds somewhat fun.
Yes. I mean, like I said, I have the benefit that I'm used to doing drag in the woods. They were like, okay, this is just weird. Like, where do I check my face? How do I make, you know what I mean? Like, where do I put all my shit? And I'm like, you got a bare bones of honey. Figure this out, Yeah. It was a lot of fun, though. They make it such a trip. The stuff that they put us through was ridiculous.
Do you feel that put you at an advantage?
At an advantage?
Yeah. Do you think that because you're used to doing drag in the woods, that put you at an advantage over? Because me, I would have been like, ew. So I would have been out the first week.
Right. Yeah, I would say so because definitely. And like I said, I was a Boy Scout for a million years, so I'm used to the outdoors and mud doesn't bug me. And you can just swat the flies away if you have to. As long as you know some basics about the outdoors, you're going to be all right. Yeah, just hydrate.
Nice. We did get a couple questions here, and where is it? Orion Angel would like to know, so I know nothing about Camp Wannakiki. I never even heard of it until now. Tell us a little bit about the show for anyone who's never seen it.
I love it. Perfect. Okay, so I like to explain Camp Wannakiki as sort of like the drag race for campy queens. So if you're like a funny, crazy, kooky, campy girl, that's the show you should go to. We basically are actually camping in the woods, and every day you'll see us do a camp activity of sorts. And let me think, like in previous seasons, they had to zip line in full drag. And while doing that, they had to like look glamorous and gorgeous and have great shots while that's happening. Other times they had to go out on a dock and they had to beat each other until one of them fell in the water. Like just crazy fun, amazing things. And then at night, we all change into a talent show look. And that would be sort of compared to like the drag race runways. So we get a theme. So for instance, the theme could be like drag on the sun. And you had to come up with a fun sort of interactive talent show performance, including that look. And then they would deliberate. And at the end of every episode, there's someone takes a hike and someone ends up in the top. Until there's one queen or king standing.
I love that.
And it's hosted by the Sugar Baker twins, who are the owner of the franchise of Hamburger Mary's. So if you've heard of Hamburger Mary's, those are the Sugar Bakers. There they are. This is the famous glass that you'll see in the rec room that we have to drink out of.
Where is
really?
It's iconic.
It's iconic.
Yeah. So that's sort of in a gist what it is. Yeah.
I love that.
That's so fun. And
Oh.
it's not just queens either. That's
So there
No,
are kings?
absolutely.
really like
They have
Yes,
kings too?
yes. We have our one of the first, the first, I believe, trans king man on the show. From the U.S. anyway, he was the first in the U.S. But Vincent Millay, I'm obsessed with Vincent. Go check out his YouTube channel. He does some of the most amazing videos. Such a great guy.
Right. Vincent Millay. Is it like M apostrophe Lay? Oh no, M-I-L-A-Y. Okay.
Yeah, there he is. Oh, that's my drag baby. We connected really, really tightly on the show, and he had questions, I had answers, I helped him out as much as I could, and he was like, you're kind of like my drag mama, and I was like, oh my god, I'm honored. So he's like my drag baby. Yeah.
Speaking of your fellow castmates, do you wanna talk about them for a little bit?
Yes.
All of their promo shots right here.
Do
so
work.
Since we started with Vincent, let's talk a little bit more about Vincent Millay.
Okay. Yes. Tell me what you want to know.
What was it like working with him?
Amazing. So one of the most nerve-wracking things about showing up at camp was we did not get to know who was on the cast with us until the day before we all left to go there. So they gave us the names and we were all immediately like, oh my God, let me go on Instagram and see who these people are. So I really only had a chance to look up 2 of them. And Vincent wasn't one of them. So when I showed up, I was like, oh my gosh, I am literally going to be confronted with all these different performers with all kinds of different crazy talents. And he is a powerhouse. He's a trained actor. He's a Broadway baby. He does all sorts of plays and just amazing performances. He had my heart immediately because he's the goth father of Seattle. And you know me, I'm a little goth queen at heart. Yeah, he's just hilarious. And yeah, he's sickening. He's got so much to show, and I can't wait for the world to see it.
Nice.
You're going to be blown away.
Nice.
Already. I have these in Nope. This was the order they downloaded onto StreamYard tonight, so we're just gonna
Love
go
it.
through the list. Next up, Deja D.
Okay.
Delataro.
Deja! Oh my God, I live for Deja. So, okay, here's the tea. So, there is not one person in this cast that doesn't get along. It might sound crazy, it might sound weird, but we all instantly connected. And so that biggest fear that we talked about earlier is I didn't have to worry about it. Deja is one of the most hysterical people that you're ever going to see on TV. That bitch opens her mouth and it's just hilarious. Her character is a superhero, which is so fitting for her. I love it. She's the skinny icon. Yeah, I was like, I want to be a skinny icon. And she's like, or no, I'm sorry, she's the skinny legend. She called me the skinny icon. I get to be a skinny icon. I love Deja. She's so funny. She's from Toledo, Ohio.
Nice. Let's see. Who is next? Opal Essence, who I happen to follow on TikTok.
Yes, the Muppet Queen. So Opal was one of the girls that I followed too. And I was like, I don't know who this is, but I'm going to be happy that I followed her. She must be great. And yes, Opal is... So I'm going to tell you the tea. So when Opal showed up, Opal was like just a motor mouth. And we were all like, this is going to be the one. This is going to be the one. And it was just fabulous because that was just her getting out her excitement. And once we realized that she's just a ball of energy, we could play with her in such a more dynamic way. She is so funny. And her makeup is beat to the gods. That blend is always so sickening. Yeah. We were all sweating things off and she was just like, how do I hold up so fabulously? She's amazing.
I love that. All right, who's next?
Yeah, she's cute.
Lily St. Queer.
Yes! My Philly Lily's sister. I'm so excited for her. So, fun fact about Lily, she was actually cast on season 3, but wasn't able to make it on the show that season. So she's back with us. Lily is one of the most talented human beings I've ever met. She is, I want to say she has like a master's, I think, in piano. She's writes songs. I got to see her sing live, I think twice in Boston. Blew my mind. Such amazing vocalist. She's sex positive. She is just a slut. I love her so much. She's so much fun.
She's just
Yeah.
I love when sex positive and just a slut go together, because that's a beautiful.
Those are kind of her. It's kind of her motto, to be honest.
She's not a slut. She's sexually generous. There's a difference.
Right. Well, and ironically, Opal and Lily and I were all bunkmates. They had 2 cabins, and we were bunkmates in there. Yeah, that's how I know.
Who's next? Coleslaw.
Coleslaw.
I am completely head over heels, motherfucking obsessed with Coleslaw. Coleslaw is one of the most amazing human beings I've ever met. I froze. Okay, let me think. Coleslaw. So Coleslaw is an iconic DJ. Why aren't I there? I'm moving.
You're frozen because you're POLA FROST.
I am, right? Ooh, it's cold. It'll come back, right? I'm pretty. Okay.
Yeah.
So Coleslaw is an iconic DJ in Boston. She's a mix master. She is a crazy sort of punk drag that I love that aesthetic, and she pulls it off so well. She's a master with makeup. I was blown away because I spent a lot of years as a makeup artist, and it was all about symmetry and certain things go certain places, and there's certain things, and she just says fuck the rules, and she just goes to town, and it's always so amazing. She's just so avant-garde. I love her, and she is just one of the people who you can't help but laugh at. Yeah, you're gonna be obsessed. I love her.
Coleslaw.
Next up, Coco Chanel.
Coco Chanel, the devil. That was one of her catchphrases, the devil. Oh, I love her. So Coco was sort of like the heart of the other cabin. She was sort of like the mama figure. So she had known a couple of campers that had come before us, and they had said, there's food, they feed you, but remember, it's a campground, like you're camping. So if you expect food that's like, food, take it. And bitch, she did. She showed up with a giant cooler full of like deli meats and ham and Pepsi, and she filled half a fridge. It was amazing. I was like, oh, bitch, you saved up. Oh, yeah, she is just so genuine and loving. And she is cool because she will do regular drag like you would expect, right? Like, pageantry drag, sort of like high glamour. But then she'll do something like crazy. Like all of a sudden a tail will fall out the back of her dress and, blood will come from somewhere. I mean, she gets all sorts of gory at times, but it's amazing. It's so dynamic.
I love that.
That's neat.
The next one has one of my favorite drag names I've ever seen. Clinica Deprecious.
Clinica Deprecious. Oh, we all love Clinica. Clinica is, here's how I like to explain Clinica. So have you seen Coraline?
Yes.
The movie? Okay. Do you remember Other Mother?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's sort of Other Mother compared, mixed with Oblina from Real Monsters, right? And there's a little bit of like Tim Burton thrown in there. When I first met Clinica, I thought she was a mime. They were a mime. Let me rephrase that. They were a mime. And I was like, that's brilliant. And then I heard her beautiful voice, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. The way that this person can move their body is going to blow you away.
Ooh.
Okay.
Dot. Leave you in suspense.
Dot. There's going to be a lot of ... on this episode, Pola.
Right.
Dot, bitch. Dot.
Damn, Andy.
The way she thinks. Oh, okay.
What was that?
I was going to say the way that their brain works with the numbers that they create and just sort of like the juxtapositions that they create within their art is beyond genius. Like everything they've done, if you look them up on YouTube, the videos will knock your socks off. For real.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more pictures here. Hillary Yas.
Okay. Oh, Hillary Yas! Oh, I like to call her Hi Larry. Oh, she's so fun. So she's our Canadian sister. She's from Canada. So the whole time I was like, you got to teach me Canadian things. Like, I just have to know. And she would teach me the most vile, vulgar words. But Hillary's just stupid, and we love her. She's just a dumb blonde girl lost in the woods from Toronto, Canada, I believe. But she can play that ukulele. She really can.
Oh, nice.
She really can.
She really
The
can.
vibe I get from
She's a trained
picture-
actress as well. Say it again.
Oh, nice. The vibe I get from her promo picture is very I was in an 80s movie and I got lost in the woods and I've been here since.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yep.
Kind of.
She's the one you thought would die first, but she doesn't die first. Yeah.
She just got lost.
She's
She's got lost.
I'm lost. Oh.
Right. And
Wow.
here's the thing too. Like, so when you see somebody in the beginning of the series, like for instance, Clinica with a backpack and a stuffed cat named Icy, are an unofficial 10th member or 11th member of the cast, and her with her ukulele, they have to have that on them at all times while shooting. And I was sort of like, okay, I don't think I even want a fanny pack, pardon me, in my look because, like, I don't know if I want to lug that around. And this bitch had a fucking ukulele on everything we did. I was like, you better work. All right.
I'll have to get you an
Kudos.
Inside the Drag Closet fanny pack.
Oh, yes. Come on, merch.
Right?
I love it.
We've got one more picture here for you. And
Flapjack.
wait,
It has to be Flapjack.
That
For
was
some
only
reason,
like.
I know I downloaded Flapjacks. Wait a minute.
I was only like
How is
7.
Flapjack not in this list?
For me.
There it is. For some reason, it didn't upload. Here we go. I got it.
Flapjack.
There we go.
Hi, Karen Jane.
Oh,
Well, she reminds me of Tammy Brown, and not my mom.
honey, I love this little bitch so much. When she says she's the campy, kooky concept queen, there is not a better way to describe her. She is amazing, and she's only been doing drag for like a year or a year and a half. The makeup skills are beyond. All of her hair is done by her husband. She is just so unbelievably kooky and funny. The first time I saw the camera aimed at her, I was sort of like, what is she going to do? Like, how do you wear that outfit and, and move around and do what we needed to do in that moment? And again, the way her physicality is out of this world. And again, I got to see her perform a couple times in Boston. And there's, how there's very few performers who know every word, but not only every word, every breath of a song.
Oh, yeah.
That is exactly how this performer is. It was
I love that.
unbelievable. The way they could handle that audience. She's a star. She is a star.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. I can't believe
They
I
all
missed
are.
that.
I mean, they all are.
All right, one more picture, and be brutally honest about this one.
Okay. Oh, I love them, kinda. Oh, no. They're fabulous. They're fabulous. So upon getting to camp, Betty was the first one that I got to meet. So it's very hard sometimes to tell them apart, right? Betty, Beehive, Cherry, Flip, right? So it's kind of hard. So I didn't know that there were actual twins in real life. They call them the Sugarbaker twins, but I didn't realize they were actual twins. So I meet Betty out of drag, and Betty ushers us over to the cabins, and we do everything we do. And she's like, "When you're settled, go down to the dining hall." So I go down to the dining hall, and I'm sitting there with a couple of the cast members, getting to know them. And in walks who I think is Betty. And I was like, oh my gosh, a costume change! Totally different t-shirt, maybe a baseball cap or something. And Cherry looks at us and goes, I'm Cherry, and you're the first one leaving. I was mortified. It's insane. I've been a super fan of this show since. Say what?
It probably happens all the time.
What did Amethyst say? Right. Well, and they're identical twins. Yeah. So there are still cast members that are like, which one is which? And I'm like, baby. So they're it's like meeting icons. I've loved this show for so long that to be on the show and to be in front of them, I was like, this is mind blowing. And then Ruthie walked in, and of course, hey, Ruthie! Ruthie is like the ultimate professional. She is just so personable and loving, and she really is like a camp counselor at the camp. She's really there for you in any way, shape, or form. Just the heart of the show. Love her.
Was that the other person?
Love all of them. Wait, what?
Was that the other queen in the picture?
The one in the middle is Ruthie. Yeah.
And who is she?
And then
what does she do?
Oh, she's like the kind of like the guidance counselor, if you will. They call her Counselor Ruthie. Yeah. Okay. And so she helps with judging, and she helps with a lot of the challenges throughout the day.
Okay. I love that her drag name is Ruthie Keister.
Ruthie Keister. Dear Ruthie is also another one. Yep. She is in Milwaukee at the Hamburger Mary's. She is kind of the queen of Milwaukee. She's amazing.
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
I was so mad I didn't get any cheese when I went to Wisconsin. I was like, come on now. There've got to be cheese places. So I want cheese.
Oh, cheese.
So we got a couple questions here, Pola.
Yes.
The first question, I love this question. What was your favorite thing you did at camp that was not part of filming?
That was not part of filming. Favorite thing at camp that was sleeping. Sleeping.
Really?
Well, again, there was very little time, so we had very, very little downtime. So sleeping was a commodity and a good time. What? Honestly, it was just really bonding with the other cast members. And I know that sounds mushy and weird, but we really just were sort of like, I feel like we're all sort of at the same place in our career where we just need something to really just give us that boost, Right. And we all sort of just needed time to, touch some grass, get out in nature and have a good time. And, so we did it on a TV show. Yeah. But yeah, just getting to know the cast and the production team was so cool. And even seeing behind the scenes, like how everything is shot and what they do blew my mind. So that was really cool.
That's awesome.
I like that part.
Where'd it go? We did get a question about the show, but it was one you'd have to give a spoiler for, so we're going to skip that.
I can't.
Where is it? Robin would like to know, what was the audition process like?
Oh, good question, Robin. Okay, so when was it? It was for season 3. I auditioned for season 3. So a group of my friends were like, you love this show and you just won't shut up about it. And we think you'd be amazing. So we're going to help you shoot a video for it. And I was like, oh, well, okay, great. Because I would never ask. I knew it was quite an undertaking that I wasn't going to be able to do on my own. I'm just not that technologically savvy. So I figured, oh my God, if you're willing to help me, I'm willing to do it. So we shot what I think is an amazing video. And we sent it in. And I heard back, they were like, you know what? We love the video and we will let you know what we find out, in the future. And then I didn't hear back. And I was sort of like, oh, that sucks. But I watched that series and it was amazing. And then it came around for auditions for season 4. And I want to say that the audition process ended April. No. August. It was August 1st. Your tapes had to be in for season 4. And I remember being at camp and I was saying to my drag daughter, I was like, oh, wow. I was like, today's the last day to send in the audition tapes. And I should just send in the one I sent last year. Like, wouldn't that be kind of funny to be like, what did she change? Nothing? Oh, she's, that's fun. So and we joked about it or whatever. And I was like, well, maybe season 5, And so, because there were different things that happened in life in general that just kind of prevented the team we had from working together again. And again, I was not about to ask. So I just resigned to myself that not this year. Anyway, so we come home and on the 2nd, I wake up to an email that said, hi, it's the Sugar Bakers. We loved your tape from season 3 and you were on the short list. And if you're interested, we'd love to have you on season 4. And so, fill out this form and do what you got to do. And so I did. And then they called back and said, okay, you're in the next top tier. We'll let you know. And whoop, 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 it narrowed it down. And the next thing I know, I was like signing NDAs and starting the process of getting runways ready.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it was a very quick process, but it was one of those things where, how people always say, if you have a dream, don't give up on it. That kind of thing. Don't give up. Don't give up on it. Like, I really wish I would have sent in a tape because I would have loved to have them to have seen my growth from the year before.
Right.
But I just got lucky in this sense. Yeah.
Indeed.
Next question we have here. This is a very important question. What are your favorite products for keeping your face
Very
on
important.
in the heat and elements?
Hi, Jazz.
Okay. So this is a good one. Okay. So I'm very oily. Okay. And what I've found is that if you're oily skinned, don't moisturize and don't use primers. Just put your foundation on. Just do it. Just do it that way. Because all that stuff, it adds more layers and the layers will make things move. So keep your face as dry as possible when you're putting on your makeup. I always liked to keep a little bag of powder with a powder puff on my person somewhere so I could touch up if I had to. I really love, I think it's by NYX, Morphe. It's like this aerosol setting spray. And so I'll do all my makeup that are powdery and things before I do my eyes, lips, and whatever. And I'll spray that down until it's wet and let it dry. And then it's sealed. And then at the end, I'll just use like a regular setting spray. But, there's only so much, I mean, that was why I chose this kind of look. So it was like, well, I don't really have to put makeup from here up, and I don't have to do a lot around the eye because the glasses kind of hide it. Huh.
Smart.
So yeah, there were definitely things that we had to do. Yeah. Beg to touch up. I was like, oh, I gotta pee again. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, I look completely better now.
Yes, exactly.
Here's a really good question from Vicky. What is one thing you learned about yourself with doing this show?
Oh, wow. There's a lot. So that's one thing I will definitely say about this is you think you're prepared and you mentally try to prepare yourself for what you think is going to happen. But their job is to make sure that every season is better than the last, right? So when they say they are amping up their camp, they are not playing. It's some of the most insane things that I would have thought to have been able to do in the world outside. So it was very, very cool. It was very cool. I think the biggest thing that I learned about me is that, I think I sometimes tend to take myself too seriously in drag. There's that part of me that I show the world where it's like, I don't give a shit about anything. It's just fun and it's crazy. It's POLA, But then there is that part of me that watches everything back and goes, oh, I'm a control freak. I hate the way that looks. I don't like how this is. I wish my hair, you know what I mean? All those kind of things. And it sort of just let me realize that I can just let loose and be. I don't have to live up to any standards. And as long as people are enjoying what I'm doing, who cares? Who cares, right? Like I decided since I've come back that I only wear Crocs now. I'll decorate them to match my looks, but I am not doing drag with feet that hurt. Okay. So yeah, so just do you. It made me realize that life is so short and you can still have a really damn good time and not have to worry about the things everyone tells you need to be or do in drag.
Right.
Such a short answer.
Right. But it's so true. So many people get mired down in this is what drag is and this is what drag is not. And you have to like uphold to certain things. And like, drag it.
Spit it out, girl. I will.
I'm getting deep in it. Drag is an illusion. Drag is an art form. Drag is different for everybody who performs it. And some gigs want a certain thing, some gigs want a different thing. Go after the gigs that want you. That's the thing. I think it was Onyx D Pearl a couple weeks ago. We were talking about directors who don't hire people of color for whatever reason, which I think is dumb. And she was like, you know what? I don't want anyone to force them to, because that's not a show I want to be in now. I'm like, that's smart.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
I think go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, I think it was just being around 9 other performers with just such varying and different drag styles, like completely different drag styles. We all brought something so completely crazily different to the table. And I think we opened each other's eyes to that like, oh, wow, I don't have to be in the box that I or everyone else puts me in my drag, you know? Because a lot of people, when they found out I was on the show, they were like, that wig? We thought it would be a big bouffant blue thing. Well, yeah, but I'm not trying to live my life by expectations of what you think you want. I'm going to try to give you what I want to give you, you know? Yeah.
Oh, girl, the day that you did Divas Down Under and wore red hair, I thought there was going to be riots in the streets.
Yeah, see? Yeah. That's why I always like try to think like Pola has blue hair. But if I do a character in drag, why not? It just makes more sense. Right?
Yeah.
It's the fantasy of the character to the audience. Yeah.
Indeed.
But that again, 10 years ago, I never ever would have thought to do that. No, she's blue. That's all she does. You know?
Yep.
We're growing. Yeah.
I really liked that question, Vicky. I kind of want to. Hey, Amethyst, what's one thing you've learned about yourself doing this show?
One thing I've learned about myself doing this show, it's been, I guess October will be 2 years, huh, for me. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What does that say? Hamburger Mary's? Mary's. Oh, that's cute as hell. I love that. One thing I've learned about myself doing this show, it was probably something along the journey that I was already on when I joined the show, and that's just learning to be utterly vulnerable and how freeing that can be. Learning that any detail or secret or thing anybody may know about me isn't a weapon. It's actually completely freeing to, like, when I'm on stage, I have to try to be somebody else. You know, when I'm on here, I don't have to try to be anybody but me. So, you know what I mean? So I think I was on the journey of letting go. And letting go, not on life, just letting go of any kind of anxiety or any kind of preconceived notion or this, that, or the third. So yeah, I think I learned just to be openly vulnerable and loving every second of it. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Aw.
Same. You know,
you're such a Pisces.
I am.
That.
I am.
You both are.
Yep.
We are
and
one.
I'm right there, being the Aquarius right beside you.
Yeah, we're all of them.
We're all Februaries.
Woo! You're all me.
All of our birthdays are the same numbers too. You're just the 21st, and I'm the 12th.
Oh my god! And all of you.
Oh my god, that is crazy.
Yep.
You're all amethysts.
Yep. All of our birthstone is amethyst.
Oh wow!
This is freaky. It's freaking me out.
That's cute. Do.
I think that's one wonderful thing about the journey we've been on with this show too. Like I always thought of Jade as like this facade, like she was fiction, and now I've kind of merged her personality and my personality together a bit, and it's very freeing to talk so candidly about stuff.
Yeah.
Like
it's nice. it's freeing. It's
Yeah.
completely freeing.
Then we've met some
It is.
amazing people on this show, and like
Yeah.
we're getting to see our sisters like becoming TV stars.
Oh, stop! I'm so excited.
Right.
Such a good show.
Right.
So here's a fun question for you from the incredible Beta Faith. Who are 3 performers
know
you'd
her.
like to see on season 5?
Oh. Who are 3 performers you'd love to see on season 5? Oh, wow. Okay, I have one. Their name is Calamity Adams. They are from Columbus, Ohio. They're actually the roommate of Clinica Deprecious. Another brilliant mind. Just the things that they come up with in drag. And I love a look. I'm a look girl. I love a look. And from head to toe, every detail is always thought out for this person. Just brilliant. There's another girl from Philly who was actually in Boston assisting Lily. Avery Goodname. Have you heard of them?
That
Amazing.
is the best drag name ever.
You have to look her up.
Avery
Yeah, Avery Goodname. When I first laid out on them in the audience, I was like, I know that person somehow. Like, how do I know? But the makeup is so graphic, and so like severe that I was like, oh, from Philly, I somehow know her. Amazing, so talented. And then honestly, I want to see another Pennsylvania girl. Like Jade would be amazing. I think Fifi Buffington would be really fun.
Yeah.
I could see my wood sister Dusty Relics doing this. Yeah, there's a lot. There's so many outside of the area that I've met too so far that are like good times. Yeah, you could totally do this too, Amethyst.
No, I'm not a
You could
comedy
totally
queen,
do
no.
this.
No, God, no.
You don't necessarily have to be a comedy queen. Oh, they want you to be funny, but you're funny.
I'm okay.
You're ...
I want to see Kitty Klotz a lot on the show.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
She's awesome.
You know who else would be amazing? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna forget her name. She's an AFAB performer from Florida, and she just won Miss Comedy Queen. Venus Delight?
Venus Envy.
Venus Envy. That one would slay this show. For real though.
We've had her
there are so many
on the show twice.
Really?
Who's that?
Slayer.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Estee Lauderdale. Estee Lauderdale would be amazing on this show. Very clever, very witty, very quick. She would be great. Yeah.
Speaking
Come on,
of
Estee
Lauderdale, she just sent in an email with a question for Pola. All right, buckle up, everyone. This is going to take me a while to read. Hello, Pola Frisk. First-time caller, long-time listener. It's me, your other daughter, Estee Lauderdale. Before, during, and after the filming of Camp Wannakiki, did you ever doubt yourself? I hold you in such high regard, so to me, there's no reason to. But what were the voices in your head saying, and how did you push through them? I will take my answer in iambic pentameter. Thank you very much. P.S. I wore my amethyst diamond tank top to the woods this past weekend, and Pola's merch will make their debut this weekend. Jade, the ball is in your court if you want to sponsor my wardrobe for the bear party in a few weeks. First of all, bitch.
There was a question in there somewhere. Did I doubt myself? Okay, so yeah, a little bit. Not gonna lie. So one of the biggest things about and you both know this, I'm sure, is that you have ultimate control over everything that gets put out for you. So every image, every video you do, even sitting here right now, you control how you look. Right. And I've always been very picky about that. Like, I don't like people seeing me in half drag and taking photos. I don't like people watching me, practice a performance. I want you to see the final result. right?
Right.
And so I knew going into this that I was not going to have any control over the editing and what the world saw. And so it was just one of those things that, you know, after coming back from the show, we had a long time, we had a long wait before they announced us. And it was so hard to keep it a secret because, you know, NDAs, can't tell anyone. So I had no one to talk to about it with except for the other campers who were also going through the same shit in their heads. So it was one of those things where we were just having flashbacks of every second and every moment and everything that we did. And you start to question it all, you know, like, oh, did I say something rude that I shouldn't have? Like, maybe that opinion was going to be a little harsh on, you know, all that kind of stuff comes flooding back. But you just gotta, I mean, in my mind, the way I have to deal with it, you just gotta let it go. You know what? It's over. It's done. What's on camera is on camera. The cool thing about this show is that it's always edited for us to all look amazing. So they're not out to like create a villain or, you know, anything like that. But it is sometimes hard when we see an image or something and we're like, oh, no, not this. But that's the way it goes. We sign up for it, you know? I'm happy to have the platform.
So, who are the other winners from previous seasons?
Oh, okay. So season 1 was Alexis Bevels. She just moved to LA. She's on IMHO, in my homosexual opinion. It's sort of like a podcast. And then there was Tora Hyman. She is from Orlando, Tampa, Florida. Orlando. Yep. And then last season's winner, can I tell you something? I had the chance to meet Geneva Convention, an AFAB queen. When I tell you, one of the most amazing human beings on this earth. Like, I could cry. She is so wonderful. Definitely look her up and give her all the kudos. Geneva Convention.
Geneva Convention.
Love her. And then season 4, it's probably going to be someone big, blue, and beautiful. I don't know yet, though. We're going to find out. It'll be fun. Make sure you get Out TV so you can follow along.
Oh my God. Do you know who won? Do you know? Can you say that? I don't know.
Do we know? So I'm going to be really honest with you. Just like we always heard with Drag Race, almost every single thing, there are 2, maybe 3 people recorded winning on certain things. So we don't know. We don't know. Yeah, and even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. No, I'm not her.
That's amazing.
My Pisces sister. I got you, girl.
So you can try. You can come and get it.
I love that
answer. I loved, like, we knew something was up because you were just starting to get, you were getting that something big's coming and I can't talk about it kind of energy.
Yeah.
And then
well, you know, I mean, yeah, there were certain people that I'm sure they didn't. Well, I mean, listen, the NDA says don't tell people. That's how I looked at it, right? I was like, I don't want to be that one who all of a sudden someone posts about and they wipe me from the season. I'm not even taking that chance, you know, but I'm sure there were cast members that let other people know, you know, and then had that to deal with. But for me, I was sort of like, I want to move in silence and let the world be surprised, you know? But yeah, closer to the end, I was like, oh my God, something fun is coming. Something big, you know, but like, don't we all hate when people say that? Like, bitch, what is it?
Just tell me. Kitty DeVille would like to know, have you kept in touch with the other contestants? And if so, which ones?
Okay, I'm going to be really honest. So remember that chat group I was talking about when we first got together? We literally, I want to say almost, if I don't hear from everybody every day, it's within 2 or 3 days. Yeah, we talk all the time.
Good.
All the time. Because again, we only had each other for those 8 or 9 months that we waited that we could talk about things with. And I would say, you know, we got pretty close on the show, but we became super close family during that wait. You know, I mean, just consoling each other and getting each other out of our head spaces and, you know, like, yes, do this, do that. Let's work on this together. Like all sorts of just crazy fun things. Nice. Yeah. Did that answer the question?
It did. And full disclosure, for any of the Camp Wannakiki alumni, open invitation if any of you would like to be on Inside the Drag Closet. We would love to have every last one of you. Same thing with the Sugar Bakers. Same thing with Dear Ruthie. Open invitation. If you ever have a Wednesday that you'd like to come and do our show, feel free to reach out because we would love to have all of you. Obviously not at the same time.
Yes.
StreamYard only allows me to have 10 people at a time. But
crash the system.
Crash the system. When is the debut? Or when is the premiere?
So we're not exactly sure. We know it's in September.
Okay.
So I believe that's still up to Out TV, but we were told September is when that will start. Yeah.
Nice. I think we should just have Camp Wannakiki every episode until then.
That would be so amazing. I'm going to push my sisters to do it. I think brothers and sisters. I think they would do it. I do.
Awesome.
I think it'd be fun.
While we have this moment, I did want to kind of make an announcement. So just because of how things have been going in the world lately and how busy we've all been, we have decided, I decided, and I let Amethyst know a little while ago, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We are going to, she's like, yeah, we're going to take a little break from Inside the Drag Closet. We have been going pretty much nonstop for 2 years now. We're going to take a couple weeks off. We're just, it's a little bit of a mental health break as well. But we are going to be coming back the last week of July. We will be doing a very rare Saturday show. It is going to be an all-day live stream from Central Pennsylvania Pride. So
I hope we get good Wi-Fi.
Oh, yay. How cool is that?
Exactly. We will be at Central Pennsylvania Pride. We will have a We will have a booth set up right near the drag stage. We've got our musical headliner, Brandon Parsons, as well as the drag headliner, Elliot with 2 T's. So there's going to be over 20 drag performers that day. Inside the Drag Closet has sponsored the tent for the drag performers. So you will see our logo up on the side of the tent. Look for the Inside the Drag Closet booth, which will not be far away. And for any drag performers out there, stop by and chat for a little bit because we'll just be chatting all day. Except for the times that Amethyst and I are on stage really close to each other, then Robin and Vicky are handling the booth.
Yeah.
Robin and Vicky, you're going to have to do interviews.
We should have a sign-up sheet for anybody who would like to be on the show or considered a guest to be on the show.
Oh, I love that. I do know I don't want to build it up too much. However, the president of the Pride Board is trying to get Elliot with 2 T's to come over and chat with us for a while.
Oh, I'll go get her myself.
Amazing. Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
You already know her.
I'll go get her myself.
But yeah, just wanted to let everybody know while we're having a fun chat and enjoying ourselves. And that leads to a very good question here from our darling Josh. Since you have a new platform with this TV show, what do you want to accomplish with it, Pola? Do you want to send a certain message, talk about important topics, anything like that?
That's a really good question. That's a really, really good question. Yes and no. I mean, I'm here for the ride. You know, I would love to start working with an animal charity of sorts. You know, we do a lot for our brothers and sisters around the world, but it'd be great to do stuff with animals. Maybe work with a no-kill shelter. I've always thought it'd be fun to have a show that's like clowns for pounds. Yeah, it sounds fun, right? So we could, you know, have benefits for animals. And, you know, the gays love their animals. So they would give all sorts of money. Who doesn't love the puppies? So that would be really cool. I just want to... Yes! Yeah, that works too. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. I'm working on kind of starting a foam business for my wigs and all sorts of different fun things like that. So I would love to start that up. But yeah, I mean, I think just doing drag in general is political. Oh my God, yeah. Oh, I love her. That was for the premiere, but it was too big to take, to be honest. I mean, the preview that we'd had, yeah, in Boston. But yeah, I would love to do that and just be a part of. Right now, I'm just sort of soaking it all in. You know, I think once the show starts rolling and things start being seen on the show, it'll be easier to kind of find the grip of that platform you talk about, and then sort of really hammer home what I want to do. Yeah. Only positive good things, though.
Jade and I have witnessed these amazing creations for ourselves.
Oh.
At the premiere of the Boomerang
Pardon
Brunch,
her. Oh my God.
Let's segue.
I'll get you on. You already on the list, baby.
We'll get back to you in just a moment, Paula. The Boomerang Brunch was a huge success. Paula was there as well, and thank you so much for being a part of our premiere kickoff of our new brunch.
Thank you for having
Divas Down Under Wings, the Boomerang Brunch. It was a huge success. So, did you have a good time?
I loved it. It was so much fun.
Good. And that's where we seen Pola's new creations.
Mm-hmm. They are works of art, and they're so light. That was the thing that blew my mind.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun, isn't it? Yeah. That's why you can go so big.
Yeah. Literally, Amethyst and I the whole time were just like, yes, that one, but in this color. That.
Right.
I want
Get
that.
to that.
I ordered a lot of purple.
Good.
I hope so. And she'll take orange.
I got my sisters.
Right. Oh, I'm thinking a nice like purple and lavender blend.
Oh my God, not a blend. Not
like
an ombre.
If I can throw a challenge to you, Pola, something a little vintage in foam.
Oh. Vintage in foam. Okay.
Vintage rockabilly.
I like that. Okay. That's what those, rolly things.
Mm-hmm.
What are they called? Victory rolls?
Cinnamon rolls.
Oh, cinnamon rolls? Yeah.
Cinnamon roll in my tummy. Fluff me up.
I love it. I like the icing. The best.
Me too. Oh, yeah.
And the
magnet. Do you have any more questions for Pola? I mean, we're all so close. This is kind of weird.
I know. It's weird to interview like some of your closest friends. It's like, what do I want to know? Oh my God. So do you have any regrets about the show?
Any regrets about the show? None that I would like to talk about this evening. No, I really don't.
Fair.
No, I think
that's a great answer.
No, I mean, for real, I don't think anything, honestly. It was one of those things where the coolest thing about shooting the show was that they would say, okay, here's the scenario. Here's what's going to happen. And we want you to just react within that world, as Pola or as, Coleslaw. And so it gave us the freedom, like nothing was scripted. So it wasn't like we had to learn lines or, we could do whatever we wanted. And then they would see that and say, sometimes they might say like, hey, you know what? This would be funny too. Maybe try that. And, we could add that in, pepper it in if we wanted. And the idea was just roll with it. Have a good time. And if they're going to shake it up, because it's a reality show, right? And they're going to throw it out there and we're going to see what spills. So I don't regret anything we did. Yeah. No, it was a really good time.
Yeah.
That's a great way to live too.
Any celebrities on the show, like celebrity guest judges or anything like that?
Well, you're going to have to watch to find out.
I figured. I was like, wait, she can't tell me that.
Yeah, if it hasn't been released yet, it's not, I am not at liberty.
Thank you, Lady Liberty.
Right. Oh, she's going through a lot right now, isn't she? Lady Liberty.
Ciao.
Right. Jess has an amazing question for you, Pola, and this is one I want to know. Who were your inspirations for your drag? Also, since we're talking campy, favorite campy movie?
Okay. So, what was the first part? Who were the inspirations for my drag?
Yeah.
Was that right? Okay. So I would have to say, all right, so this kind of corresponds with the same movie. So when I was, my wig is kind of fried up. Okay. So when I want to say graduating high school, was the first time I saw Priscilla, Queen of the Desert with one of my gay best friends at the time. And I was sort of like in this place of like, I was going to art school and I really didn't like I liked it, but it wasn't my passion. And I was sort of like, I want to go to clown college. That looks like a lot of fun, to be honest. And, I went back and forth about that, but I was like, who can make a living at clown college? So I was watching this movie and I thought, I want to do that. That looks like a lot of fun. It, makeup was, a focus of mine at the time. And I just love the over the top campy crazy things. Drag queens just blew me away. Around that time, maybe a couple years before, I think RuPaul was really hitting the mainstream, and I thought, oh my God, this is like iconic. Like, this is so cool. And it's sort of, a way to create a character and have fun. So I would say the movie would be Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I love that one. Or Female Troubles by John Waters. Gotta have John Waters in there. Okay, so my drag. So when I first started doing drag, as Pola, I would say there's a drag queen named Lady Esther Jin, and she is from New York, Kingston, New York, I believe. And then there was a drag queen named Mermaidia, and they were from a gay campground we went to called Oneida. And they were the first two in the flesh, kooky, campy, crazy queens. They would wear colorful hair, and everyone I knew at the time doing drag personally were like female impersonators. And I was like, I know I don't want to do that. So learning from them, I was like, wow, I can really do anything I want, right? Yeah. And then, of course, like Jennifer Coolidge is a huge inspiration. Jackie Beat is a huge inspiration. And, now the list just goes on and on. But back then, like, the blue hair came from like Stormer from Gem and the Holograms. I loved the blue hair on her. Wonder Woman, a lot of times in cartoons, had the blue tint to her hair. So there were so many things like about drag that I could, or my childhood or whatever growing up, that I was like, oh my God, I could incorporate all that into this one fabulous character. Yeah. It's just a way for me to live all of my fantasies at once.
I love that. That's so you too. Like,
Right.
Drag is playing dress up.
It's true.
And playing with no rules.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
I'm trying to find the picture.
There's parameters, but not rules.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and that's one of the beautiful things about Tu Wong Fu. The rules listed in that movie still true to this day. May good thoughts be your sword and shield.
Right.
Larger than life is just the right size.
Right.
Do you know what's funny? You mentioned that the drag queen Mermaidia that I mentioned earlier, she was in that movie. At the end,
nice.
She was one of the extras. Yeah.
Oh.
Crazy times.
I love that Coco Peru was in that movie.
Yes. Yes. There were so many. I want to say Miss Sweetie, God rest her soul. I'm pretty sure she was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a lot.
Friggin' RuPaul as Rachel Tensions.
Lady Bunny was in it too, right?
Ooh, Lord Jesus. That was a fun role. That was a fun movie.
Wasn't she in the crowd at the pageant? Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know if Bunny was there. She might have been.
What about Lipsinka or Head of Lettuce?
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to remember that first montage, that pageant scene that they did.
Right.
So I'm like, that was the fastest pageant I've ever seen in my life. It's not 4 hours later and they still haven't crowned the bitch yet. This is not accurate.
That's hilarious. Oh, Misunderstood for Manhattan. I believe she was in it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was taken right out of it. The venue's not closing and the pageant's still going on. This is not reality.
Crown everybody.
Crown everyone. Get out.
Crown them all.
Welcome to Pennsylvania.
We have another really good question here for you, Pola. Speaking of your wonderful wigs, Pola, would you do foam wigs for kings? Asking for my favorite king, Xander Morgan Valentine.
I sure would. Like I said, my drag son is Vincent Millay, and so I've definitely spoken to him about creating a few and kind of what that would look like and what requirements they would need, because I'm sure they need to cover different things and need, different. That they would just have different requirements with a wig than maybe we would. So yes, I'm definitely working on that. Absolutely.
I just got a mental image of an Elvis wig since that movie is out right now. Ooh.
Yes.
With built-in
Yes, with the
sideburns.
big rolls and the sideburns. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Elvis
excited.
is
There's so much I can do
cool.
with that stuff now, so it's going to be great.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get to all of the questions, and I keep on. We're busy having too much fun tonight. So,
That's cool. Are we all the same age too?
What was that?
Are we all the same age?
I
Well,
think
how
we're
old are
damn
you?
close.
I'm 42. You two are
you
the same.
42 as well? You were born exactly the same day.
You were born on this exact same day, like literally. It's 1980.
79? 80? I was
Oh,
79.
I was 80.
Oh. So
Am
I'm
I
43.
42? You are.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, I don't think about it anymore. I'm just like, I'm 40 something.
You're like, I don't remember.
I'm still the oldest.
Ah,
Yay.
that's crazy. Oh my gosh. Well, there's
By
always
9
Derek.
days.
By 9 days. Yeah.
Yep, I'm the oldest by 9 days.
Wow.
Larry
You'll look
would
it
like
too.
I do. Larry says, I miss seeing you, Pola. When will we see you out and about again?
Hi, Larry.
Oh, hi, Larry. Oh my goodness. Hopefully very soon. Hopefully very, 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 very soon. Oh, I miss you, sis. Oh.
Oh, Daniel Jackson has a question here. Did you have a crush on any of your fellow campers, or were you surprised by how any of them looked out of drag? Whichever you would like to answer.
Who was the trade of the season?
Who was the trade?
Wow. No. So I'm not. So here, this is going to be something very strange about me, and I don't know where I've adopted this in life, but for some reason, when I meet someone and they are my counterpart or my friend or my sister or whatever, I don't even associate physical attraction or like a sexual energy at all. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, my friends don't have genitalia. I don't need to deal with that. Here for business. So no, there weren't any that I found attractive. I would say that their personalities were incredibly attractive. Like they were, like Coco is just such a sweet, tender, loving soul. So for her, like that's the most attractive thing about Coco for me. Coleslaw is one of those people who will do anything to make someone smile, who will do anything to make somebody's day. So that is very attractive to me. But as far as physically, no. I mean, they're all great in their own way, but no. Now, Ruthie, on the other hand.
Nice. Next question here from my darling husband, who has never watched Camp Wannakiki, even though I did, and he did not watch it with me. But he's planning on changing that. Do they focus much on your authentic self out of drag, like Drag Race, or is it entirely in drag for the camera?
We are in drag 100% of the time.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where, and this is a little bit of, woo, how you doing? My chair almost fell forward. This is one of those things that was sort of like, mind numbing in a sense, because Pola for me has always just been like sort of like this, not a different character necessarily, it's just a different side of me that Michael just normally would never project. Maybe it's the fun side, yeah. But it was one of those things where if you put on a character, you had to maintain that character throughout, and there were certain things that they might ask that I remember thinking to myself like, ooh, yeah, that question was designed to like, really give your innermost depth, kind of deep kind of thoughts and things. Or maybe it would like, stir up emotion that you didn't know was there, like maybe a little trauma, sort of a little bit. And there were just certain things that I'm like, you know what, I've dealt with that years ago and I'm not trying to open no wounds. You know what I'm saying? So there were definitely things that there are going to be reality TV moments, but the majority of it is us being genuine people. Yeah.
Nice. Kind of like here.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if there was a question that was answered to us and we didn't have an answer for it, you would make something up, or you would be funny and figure it out, Yeah. No dead air.
I like it. Vicky wants to know, did you all have time to get away from the set to do any fun sightseeing? If yes, what was your favorite thing you all did, other than playing with your knockers? If no, do you want to go back to Wisconsin and go sightseeing?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no, we were go from day one. So day one, it was us just showing up, finding our bunks and putting our stuff away and then getting to know each other a little bit. And the next day it was go. Yeah. So there was no time to see anything. The most I got to see were, the farms on the way there. And yeah, so I'd love to go back. Yeah, it was a beautiful area. It's a very expensive area on Lake Geneva. Some of those houses were mind blowing, but yeah, I would love to go back and see it again. Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, we've got about 10 minutes left to the episode, so I want to share Derek's helpful drag tip.
Okay.
His helpful drag tip this week is something I think we can all weigh in on a little bit. And this week's tip is for the audience, actually. And this is something he saw on Facebook and wanted to share with everyone. Derek's helpful ally tip. Being a good ally starts with not saying, I don't care what you do in the bedroom, as a way to show your acceptance or tolerance. Being queer doesn't turn off because I'm in the kitchen or outside. There is so much more to queer lives and relationships than sex.
Very bad.
That.
Yeah.
Any big thoughts?
Period.
Yeah.
It says what it says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
none of your business.
Yeah. Well, and I think it just, anytime someone's just like, I accept you, I just don't want to know what you do in the bedroom. No one's telling you what we're doing in the bedroom. Why is it closed-minded?
Why are you so crazy that you're asking that question? Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you so interested in what I'm doing in the bedroom?
Yeah.
Or one that I
Mind
know,
your business, freak.
Yep.
One that we have all heard, the infamous straight man. I don't care that you're gay, just don't hit on me.
No one's hitting on you, bro.
No one.
What kind of narcissist are you, sir?
I don't care that you're gay, just don't hit on me.
And it's always the douchebag with no personality.
Usually.
Or teeth. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Just, well, yeah, but it's very that. You know what's funny? I completely I forgot that was the drag tip, and I was thinking it was something else.
You were excited for no reason.
Yeah. There is another thing floating around right now, and I do want to talk about this too. This has been popping up on Facebook. This was posted out at the door at a drag show. It says, before entering, ask yourself the following questions. Am I in the show tonight? Do I work here? Am I assisting anyone tonight? If at least one of these are no, you probably shouldn't be in the dressing room tonight. If your partner or significant other or bestie works here, but is not physically with you while reading this, you probably shouldn't enter the dressing room. Thank you in advance, the entertainers who are working hard during Pride.
Love that.
Preach.
And we're not trying to be standoffish at shows, but once we're in the dressing room, the show's over. We're trying to change. Yeah. And, there are, as we have said numerous times on the show, not every drag queen is a man. So there will frequently be breasts out in that dressing room. There could be genitalia out. Please don't walk into the dressing room.
Yeah, some of these parts are real, and some of these parts are not, and you do not want to take that gamble.
Yeah.
Right. It's a sacred space. You know what I mean? it's where the magic happens. And yeah, I mean, like, listen, the first time you have ever been in a drag room, you know, drag is expensive. You know, we pay a lot of money for the things that we bring around. And the first time something goes missing and you're sort of like, hold up, you know, and, you know, there's people that you don't know in the dressing room. You can't help but be like, what is going on? You know, it's crazy. Yeah. It's a sacred space. It's where we get to really like commune. And yeah, like you said, like there are things you don't want to see. It's crazy. Mind your business.
Like, that's why we started doing this show. This is your kind of behind the scenes look at what we do.
Yeah. Because
this is, you know, this is what backstage is like, just a lot quieter. Because we're loud. I don't care what drag show it is. We're fucking loud. Cackling like banshee.
Well, you know, and the thing too. Yeah, well, the thing too is about a dressing room is like, you know, we're there to do a job. And I think a lot of people don't realize that that's the case. That's where the party's at. You know, and we know that. But at the same time, we have a rhythm and we have a flow to us getting off the stage to getting back on stage. And, you know, people always want to ask questions and they want to, but what's this? What does this do? How do I block my eyebrows, baby? Now is not the time. I'm going to need you to have all of the seats and we will revisit this in the morning. You know, like, we're here to work.
I did a show years ago and we all changed in hotel rooms. Drag show thing. And one of the other performers brought her entourage of drunk friends back to the dressing room, back to our room with her. And like, I'm literally wearing nothing but my tights. I am shirtless and trying to cover myself. And this girl, literally, I run into the bathroom because I'm like, hi, I'm trying to change. And they don't leave. When I come out of the bathroom, this girl is putting my wigs on and just throwing them on the bed. I was like, hi, get the fuck out. And she was like,
yeah, good for you, baby.
Oh my God, you're no fun. I'm like, those are mine. Stop touching my stuff. I don't know you.
Right. That's my purse. I don't know you.
The place for fun is on the stage. Your place is in the audience. Go.
Yeah. Well, and I was mad at the performer who brought her friends with her to the dressing room. And I was like, girl, don't. No, I'm never sharing a room with you again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Both of you have seen me get angry at people after a show.
Oh, it is the most delightful thing.
Yeah.
It warms my heart. It truly does.
Oh, I become alpha female really quickly. And I'm like, hi, who are you? Please leave.
Yeah, because it's very territorial. You know, you have your space to get your shit ready. And, you know, we don't want to have all of our stuff mixing up because if you go to the next gig and you don't have your belt, because I lost it in Amethyst stuff because she picked it up and thought it was fun to put on. And then I lost it because she put it in the wrong suitcase. I'll be angry.
And Amethyst would be sad.
With her eye garbage on. I think those are eye garbage.
Eye garbage.
I love eye garbage.
Sorry, Nevaeh.
No, she can have them. This isn't my aesthetic.
Oh, I see.
That's very cute. Very, very cute.
Very cute, though.
Well, kids, we have a few more minutes left. Does anybody have any last questions? Pola, do you have any questions for me and Amethyst?
Oh, yes. Okay. If you weren't doing drag, what would you be doing?
Acting. Still.
Acting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I never did drag, like ever.
Yeah, like if that wasn't your day job, if that wasn't what you were focused on and your passion was, what would it be?
I'd probably be in the food industry in some aspect. Probably in hospitality of some sort. Food or hospitality.
I could see that. Yeah, you're so kind and like, yeah, loving. I could see that.
That's what I left to do this. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I was doing that for 17 years prior to doing drag. So.
And now you're booked and blessed.
Tired and irritated.
Aww. But at least you're pretty.
Thank God for that. And buy my merch.
Buy her more.
Speaking of merch, can I plug this real quick?
Yeah,
This is the merch, this is the official merch for Camp Wannakiki. You can find it on campwannakiki.com. Go to merch, and this is the POLA shirt. Look how cute.
That's adorable.
Look how cute.
Look at you.
Isn't that adorable? So all of this art was created by Clinica Deprecious. Did these beautiful drawings of us. Yay! And they come in stickers too.
Are they scratch and sniff?
Can you see it? It's so good.
That is cute.
I love it. Yeah, check it out. Everybody needs a POLA shirt.
CampWannakiki.com.
CampWannakiki.com. We'll all probably have merch come out too when the show starts to air. I'm just saying there might be more. Ding.
Robin just asked, where can we get those? Robin, I just posted it in the chat. Girl.
Yes. Oh, you know what? Ask them a question for me. What kind of merch do you want to see a drag queen sell?
Ooh, good question.
Keychains.
If anybody has any ideas of merch that you want to see from Paul, oh my God, custom Crocs.
You need that little.
I've already been thinking about that one.
Yep.
It should be a keychain. Just that
baby
little baby
croc.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. I want to keep.
That's a great idea.
I want a keychain of me.
Josh just had a fun idea here, and I am here for it. I don't know what made me think of this, but now I want to see it. A show with POLA Frost learning different jobs or learning how things are made. POLA, your energy is so energetic and fun. I just love your positivity.
Oh, thanks. I would love that. I love to learn. Yeah, I love it. Until it gets boring, then I'm over it. Like when it's too monotonous. But yeah, I love learning shit. That'd be fun.
Before we go, I just want to talk about, just for a couple minutes, the look you turned at the reveal party, because I have never seen this POLA, and she blew my mind. Look at this.
Aww. You put on all the cosmetics, haven't you?
Yes, child. Aw. Isn't she fun? So I call that look consumed. So I I'm a spirit finger child. I always do spirit fingers. And when I saw the gloves, I was like, oh, they're just giant spirit fingers. So I needed those in my life. So they're by Ida Birthing. She does all sorts of crazy fun avant-garde fashion. And I had her make them in the purple sequin. And then I had that was actually a bed sheet that I turned into a dress. And I wanted it to be something very, where you really saw no shape. That was the goal. It was just, I'm being consumed. Yeah. And then the hair was a lot of fun. That was inspired by Wigs X. And so I wanted sort of like a horn moment, but I wanted a fall. So that one has like a long fall that comes almost down to my butt. Cute. And then, of course, the custom Crocs.
Yeah.
Little fur spike jewelry. That was a lot of fun. It was very cool. It's one of those things that, again, I realized that I don't have to be in a box. And through this process, I've realized, like, wow, I do a lot of character drag. Not necessarily just cosplay, which I love, but a lot of character drag. And sometimes I can now create a character within drag that's just a different emotion or a different feeling I have. And I don't have to feel like, oh, wow, I'm not POLA, But I can do it within POLA.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I love watching a drag artist have that moment where they're like, wait a minute, I want to do something else. Let's play.
Yeah. Yep. And I thought, what better time, right?
Yeah. And that's such a delicious moment. And it's such an eye-opening experience. Like, I remember this one right here. We were talking about different colored hair one night. And all of a sudden, this queen of different hair colors is just twirling, spinning, bopping, and looking amazing as she's staring at all that hair up there. I know exactly where it is.
That's fabulous. It's so cool to change your look up, Yeah.
It is. I used to be such like a natural hair color girl, but I was like, let's just mess it up. Let's mess it up a bit.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Life is so short. Why the fuck not? You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I'm dropping F bombs. My bad. That's not
Oh,
appropriate.
we never say fuck on the show.
You're allowed.
Well, everyone, we have gone a little bit over our time, but
Same.
I want to give everyone a bit of a moment to say goodnight to everyone. Pola, do you have any words of wisdom for everyone watching?
Words of wisdom definitely are going to be to watch Camp Wannakiki on Out TV this fall. Check out social media. You'll be able to, because listen, we tag each other on everything. So check me out at Pola Vortex Frost on Instagram and Pola Frost on every other social media. Venmo and Pola Frost if you want a tipper. I'll just look for my Instagram and things. I'll have all my gigs and things like that coming up.
Awesome.
I like it. Amethyst.
Awesome. Well, first off, Pola, our guest, our sister, our friend, we love you and we applaud your recent success. And I'm very
Thank
proud of you
you.
and very proud to know you and very proud to share a birthday with you. So
Thank
you for coming on
I know, right?
sharing.
Oh, my
Thank you for
pleasure.
being with
Anytime.
us.
I loved it. It was fun.
I love you. Sister Jade, I love you. Thank you for loving me. And let's onward and upward this bitch, shall we?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Amethyst, I'm so blessed that I get to work with you and call you my sister. It is an absolute joy. I'm so excited we're working together on Friday. I didn't realize you were in the show too. We'll have a poster for that tomorrow.
Right.
That's always so
Yep.
fun.
I was just chatting with Roxy and she was like, I was going to have it, but I'm not feeling great. So it'll be up tomorrow. I'm like, cool, get better.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Pola, I love being in your presence, even though it's virtual like we are right now. Like, I adore you so much.
Oh, baby, me too.
From the moment we judged you when you competed for Miss Pennsylvania Comedy Queen.
And you were a
7
giant
years
vagina
ago.
ever since.
I was a
In a
giant vagina then,
now.
and I'm a giant vagina now.
Every time we're together, it is just so much fun and such a joy. And you are just a light. And I'm so excited to see where this new journey takes you. And I am hoping to cling to your coattails for the whole journey. If you need help with anything, you know we got you.
You're so sweet. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby.
You
That means the
bet.
world to me.
Aw. Everybody out there, thank you for sticking by us. It's been a crazy couple weeks, but we are still here. We're going to take a bit of a break, but we will be back, like I said, July 30th at Central Pennsylvania Pride. We will be handing out Inside the Drag Closet bracelets that day. If you have any of our merch that you would like us to sign, by all means, bring it to the booth. The schedule is going to be crazy that day. Bear with us a little bit because I know I have 2 numbers at Pride. I know Amethyst has 2 numbers at Pride. We will also be helping MC the drag stage. It's going to be a day and a half. So, did you not know that? I think you are. Anyway, because we're formers.
Surprise!
But
They're
it's
going to put you through it. Oh,
yeah. It's going to be a day. But Scarlet Overkill is doing the rotation and she knows we have to be at the booth. So she's going to take good care of us. Everyone, go out, support each other, love each other, support local drag. Hash browns, support local drag.
Hash brown.
I had hash browns earlier and they were delectable. Remember, Boomerang Brunch is right around the corner. Divas Down Under is right around the corner. We already have our poster for the August Boomerang Brunch as well, with myself and Amethyst, Katarina Couture, Katrina Colby, and Chastity Vane. So get your tickets, go out, support each other.
We're not playing with these brunches. I'll get them tickets. We ain't playing around.
Holy
exactly.
Shit.
Derek's even saying it right
For
now.
real.
Get your tickets for Boomerang Brunch. Vicky wants to know, is there new merch? Not yet, but soon. We're working on it. but I've changed what I say at the end of the show, and I like this phrase a little bit more than what we used to say. Everyone, go out and be the beauty that you would like to see in the world. Good night.
That's so cute.
Thank you for joining us on Inside the Drag Closet. Be sure to tune in again next Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Inside the Drag Closet, where we talk about all things drag and some things that aren't. Who knows? We're really just here to have a good time.
We won't be here next Wednesday. Bye.